gentlemen, welcome to the Peabody, Memphis, the one and only South's Grand Hotel, and to the world-famous Peabody Duck Market. My name is Doug, and I'm going to take you on a journey this morning. They say that the Delta begins right here in the lobby of the Peabody Hotel in Memphis, Tennessee, and it ends on Catfish Row in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Well, they also say that this hotel has 13 stories. That's not true. It has thousands of stories. Stories of visiting presidents consecutively, from Harry S. Truman to George W. Bush, of diplomats and dignitaries and monarchs, and stories of the big band of the 30s and 40s broadcasting live from the historic Skyway Ballroom on the rooftop. Stories of the king of rock and roll, but also of anniversaries celebrated and reunions visited. And through it all, the Ducks have marched from the rooftop down to the lobby and back, and in so doing, they've woven the fabric which contains the names and the faces and the events that are the history of this hotel. It all started back in 1869 when Colonel Robert Rankin realized his dream by opening a state-of-the-art hotel just 2 blocks from here in Monroe, in Maine, called the Brinkley House, to set the tone for cuisine and luxury in the South. Unfortunately, the Colonel's good friend and investor, Mr. George Peabody, passed away over in Europe at that same time, and they changed the name of the hotel to the Peabody Hotel in his honor. It went along there some 55 years at that location, hosting such luminaries as Robert E. Lee and President McKinley. Then on September the 1st, 1925, the doors opened to this beautiful expanded facility we stand in today, at the cost of some $5 million and a couple of years of construction. Well, that's not the whole history of this hotel, folks, not by a long shot. So if you get an opportunity, go up on the mezzanine level. Check out our memorabilia room. Go ahead and push the red button, and you'll hear a narrative of all the names and objects, souvenirs that they have. You can see there in front of you. My favorite is the framed memo from managing partner, Mr. Gary Bell, who was food and beverage director, who was trying to change the menu over in Chez Philippe. He told him, even though he's got a French restaurant there, there better not be any duck on any menu of the Peabody Hotel. Well, the tradition of ducks in the Peabody goes back a long way, in fact, to 1933. When General Manager Frank Shutt and his buddy Chip went on a cold duck hunt into the backwaters of the Mississippi over in Arkansas. They knew it was going to be a cold day, so they took along another companion just for encouragement, a certain Jack Gang, otherwise known as my Tennessee Tipping Whistle. Well, it was going to be cold after all. They needed a little encouragement, but as the day wore on, apparently they became a little over-encouraged. And they began to feel it would be a really funny idea to bring those live duck decoys that were legal in Arkansas in those days back and release them here in the fountain. They did. Then they went up to their rooms to sleep it off. Well, the next morning, Mr. Shutt was a little concerned about the mayhem that might have been caused due to his misdeed the night before. So he rushed down to the lobby, and he found 2 surprises. Number 1, the ducks were still here. They hadn't flown off to see the sights of Memphis or Peabody. Number 2, a group of tourists and guests had gathered, and they were delighted by the frolicking ducks in the fountain of such a fine hotel. So, of course, they were given a couple of days reprieve, and it turned into an 80-year tradition. Well, in 1940, Mr. Edward Pembroke retired to the hotel as a bellman. But he was a multi-talented individual. In another life, he'd been an animal trainer with Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus. He told management upon his employment, if you'll let me, I'll take 5 North American mallard ducks, 1 male and 4 females, instead of these 3 English call ducks you have in the fountain here. And I'll train them to march from the rooftop, across to the elevator, down to the lobby level, across the red carpet and into the fountain, every day at 11 o'clock. And at 5 o'clock, I'll march them back and put them to bed. Well, management rolled their eyes. They looked at each other and said, all right, Edward, give that a shot. See what you can do. For 50 years, Mr. Pembroke guided ducks from the rooftop down to the lobby. And in doing so, he became an ambassador of goodwill for the city of Memphis and for the Peabody Hotel. And he appeared in such venues as The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson, the Sesame Street program where he and his ducks helped to celebrate National Rubber Ducky Day. Well, they also did photo shoots in People and other magazines, and I would say that someone who's done his job so long and so well as Mr. Pembroke, well, he's mastered what he's done, wouldn't you? Master of the hotel. So they bestowed upon him Pembroke the title of Duck Master, the world's first duck master here at the Peabody Hotel. Well, he's no longer with us today, folks, but Mr. Pembroke's spirit remains here in this lobby. And if you'll check out that southwest entrance over there, there's a picture of Mr. Pembroke and his beloved ducks looking down on our ceremony today. Well, that's a little history of the hotel and the tradition of the Ducks. That about wraps it up, except that I have a very privileged duty to perform. From time to time, we run across someone with such integrity and such people skills and skills with ducks that we have to give them an opportunity to come and help us with our proceedings here. And today we have such a person. Lorelei, come on up. Give her a hand, folks. This is Lorelei. We know that if anything's going to be official, we have to have a proclamation. Everybody knows that. So here we go. Whereas the daily march of the world-famous Peabody Ducks is a time-honored tradition begun in 1933 and attended by countless visitors, and whereas the care and the protection of the Peabody Ducks must be attended to on a daily basis and can only fall to persons of high standards and great distinction, and whereas you are one of those people, be it here resolved that on February 3rd, 2013, Lorelei Valentine has been chosen Honorary Duck Master. In honor of this auspicious occasion, we have a official Peabody rubber ducky. There you go. And more importantly, so that she can help me do my duties this morning, we have an official Peabody Honorary Duck Master's cake. There you go. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Well, we talked about the history of the hotel, the tradition of the ducks, and I'm going to introduce you to my Honorary Duck Master this morning. All that remains is to go up on the rooftop and retrieve our 5 feathered guests, bring them back down to the lobby level. When that door opens right over there at 11 o'clock, then you too will be eyewitness to the world-famous march of the Peabody Ducks. Thank you. Well, you did great. We still gotta bring them down, and that won't be too hard.
What'd you think? Let me see what you got.
Your ducky pin really looks good on your collar there, that cute outfit.
Thank you so much.
They live in the house.
That's shooting.
Thank you.
Go Plessy. Let them go first. Here we go.
I think they're in a hurry.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to the fine efforts of my Honorary Duck Master Lorelei, I have delivered these ducks to you on time and we hope you have